In this video, I'm going to talk about some nomenclature at EXP Realty when it comes to terms like your upline, your downline, your organization, or groups and teams and so forth. So here's how this works. EXP by design is an organizational model. But first and foremost, let's dispel some myths. It's not a pyramid scheme. It's not a, I forget some other terms for that. It's a business model, just like the insurance industry follows the organization model. Just look at Aflac, one of the greatest training organizations on the planet. Okay, so what that means is they're taking money they could be using, the company could be using for marketing and advertising, and they're giving it to you and I in the form of greater commission splits, revenue share, and company profits, company stock in exchange for us helping the company grow by growing our organization inside the company. Okay. Um, lots of famous companies out there, have done this. I mean, I could go on and on about the ones that you probably heard. You probably heard of a guy named Rich DeVos and Amway. Okay, that's probably the biggest and first most famous example of this. I mentioned Aflac. There's also um, Legal Shield. It's another famous one. It's a great way. I recommend Legal Shield if you can't afford attorneys all the time, but you want one at your beck and call like I do. Okay, so I've 25, $30 a month. I can call an attorney anytime I want, 24/7. So in any case, that's the organization model. I mean, that's what organization model means. How it applies is this. Okay. In an organization model, you generally have so many levels down you go and levels up you go. It's usually 7 levels. That's the most common model. So what that means is I'm the seventh level of somebody 7 levels above me, or 6 levels above me. Okay. So I'm number seven of somebody above me is above me. They're my upline. Okay. And they're somebody's number six, and there are somebody else's number seven. The person above them is the same person who's my number seven. This next person's their number five. Okay. So it goes up 7 levels. My organization starts with me and can go down 7 levels. Think of it as a Christmas tree. You're at the top, you're the star, you're the star on top of that Christmas tree. And as you go down, your branches go out wider and wider. So your levels can be pretty wide. All right. Now you can structure it. And the cool thing about EXP is you can actually build your downline the way you want it. You can be thick at the top, fit in the middle, and thick at the bottom if you want to, which is what I recommend, by the way. Okay. So that's upline and downline, but we tend to call that the organization. That's your organization. There's no multiple organizations in EXP. Honey Badger is one of the biggest and most famous. I'm in the Honey Badger organization. It's because we're the best. We're the number one. We're the biggest. Everybody knows it. And once people get in there, they realize, man, I should have joined the Honey Badger group. So you can email me, Gary at rewgw.com, and I hope I explained that more. Okay. Now, so sometimes we'll call that a group because we have a culture. We have training that we use inside of our group, inside of our organization, that's in addition to what we get from EXP. I brought in a lot of training. I've created 6 training programs, and I've written 8 books on the subject of investing and agents working with investors. So I bring that to our organization. I make it available to everybody in the organization. Okay. So that's just an example of what that means. So I call that a group, right? So in any case, the team is actually something different. A team is a true production team, a team that's legally recognized by the brokerage, legally recognized by the state. And if you're in multiple states like me, I'm in 38 states. We're recognized in 38 states. So a team is your production team that is really separate from your organization. However, there's a lot of overlap. There are many people in my organization that are on my team. There are some that are not. And I have some people on my team that are not in my organization. Okay. So in any case, if you want to learn more about this, and I think you should, because the industry is changing right in front of our eyes. I'm not saying the franchise model is going away. It'll always be here. It'll always have its place in history. God bless them. They paved the way for us to build these organization models. We're not the only one now. There's competition now because everybody has seen the light. Building an organization is far more profitable than building a brokerage. In fact, I've had a number of brokers tell me, and I can tell you for a fact, building a brokerage is the least profitable thing you can do in real estate. Shocker, isn't it? having a team like I do is way more profitable because I'm 90% in production. My overhead is so small and I have no liability. Don't have any compliance worries. I don't have to worry about chasing down commissions and fixing people's transactions. The brokerage does that. I focus on building a team and teaching, coaching, and training my people how to produce like warriors. That's what we do. In any case, that's a big explanation about teams, groups, uplines, downlines, and organizations. Hope that helps. Email me, Gary at rewgw.com. Look me up on social media. You'll find my phone number out there a number of different places. I'd love to talk to you and help you out. Have a great day.